Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we are going to start with new chapter, that is chapter number 6, and the title of the chapter is Combustion and Flame. In this video you will learn about the three things. First one, we will discuss about the introduction of the chapter. Second thing, we will learn about what is combustion, and the third thing that we will discuss, that is about combustible substances and non-combustible substances. Now let's start the chapter. We use different kinds of fuel for various purposes at home, in industry, and for running automobiles. Let's list out fuels that are used at our homes, fuels that are used in trade and industry, and fuels that are used for running automobiles. List may contain these names like cow dung, wood, coal, charcoal, petrol, diesel, CNG, that is compressed natural gas, etc. Now, you all are familiar with burning of candle, right? Now tell me, what is the difference between burning of candle and the burning of fuel like coal? Think, what is the difference between these two? You are able to guess right. Candle burns with a flame, whereas coal does not. Similarly, you will find many other materials burning without a flame. Now let us study the chemical process of burning and the types of flame produced during this process. Now here you have to learn the second important topic, that is what is combustion. Before understanding about combustion, just recall the activity of burning of magnesium ribbon performed in class 7. Now, what you have learned from this experiment, that is magnesium burns to form magnesium oxide and produce heat and light. Now, let us perform similar activity with piece of charcoal. What we find from the experiment, that charcoal burns in air. We know that coal too burns in air, producing carbon dioxide, heat and light. Now, from both the experiment, you will get the idea, the definition of combustion, that is a chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give off heat is called combustion. Now the third important topic that you have to learn, that is combustible substance and non-combustible substance. The substance that undergoes combustion is said to be combustible. It is also called a fuel. And opposite of that, the substance that do not undergoes combustion reaction, it is said to be non-combustible substances. Combustible substances that are also called fuel, and fuel may be solid fuels, may be liquid, or fuels may be gas or gaseous. Now, one more thing, whenever we discuss about combustion, one thing that comes in your mind, combustion means always it gives off light. But that is not the case. Sometimes light is not given off, only heat is given off. Now you will thinking how? Then you imagine that food is a fuel for our body. So whenever food is broken down by reaction with oxygen, and in that reaction heat is produced. So combustion means not only light gives off every time, but it will always gives off heat energy, right? Then that is combustion. Now here you learn the important thing about combustion, that in every combustion reaction not necessary that always light is given off, but the one thing that is always produced in combustion reaction, that is heat. Now the next thing, the combustible and non-combustible substance. To understand that thing in better way, see this particular video.
In this activity, we will explain the difference between combustible substances and non-combustible substances. Substances that burn in air on being exposed to a flame to produce heat and light are called combustible substances. For this activity, we need paper, wood pieces, screw, pebbles, and a lighted candle. Now put the wood piece on the candle flame. Do the same thing with paper. We observe that wood piece and paper catches fire to produce heat and light. Now put the pebble on the candle flame. Do the same thing with screw. We observe that pebble and screw doesn't catch fire. Wood and paper are examples of combustible substances. Pebble and screw are examples of non-combustible substances. From this activity, we can conclude that combustible substances like wood or paper, which are examples of solid fuels, are required for burning.
Now see, few materials are listed in your textbook and we need to note down that they are combustible or non-combustible. First one is wood, that is combustible. Paper, that is also combustible as it catches fire and gives off heat. Iron nail, non-combustible. Kerosene oil, combustible. Stone piece, non-combustible. Straw, combustible. Charcoal, combustible. Matchstick, combustible. and glass, that is non-combustible. And how we have differentiated this? On the basis of that, which substance reacts with oxygen and gives off heat, right? The substance reacts with oxygen and gives off heat, that all are combustible. Okay, that is it for today.